Okay, so we're going to be talking about dealing with shame as a Christian. And of course, we're going to be going to the word for this. We're going to be in Luke 19. So Jesus was passing through Jericho, and of course, there's a crowd following him, seeking him because of all that he's been doing. And in this crowd, there's a man named Zacchaeus, and Zacchaeus is a chief tax collector. And if you didn't know, tax collectors at the time, they were seen as sinners. And not only was he a tax collector, but he was a chief tax collector. Well, imagine him in this crowd with people who are Jews seeking Jesus. They do not want him there, like they don't respect him. It also says that he was unable to see Jesus or see through the crowd because he was short. So it says that he ran up ahead of the crowd to climb into a tree just so he could see Jesus passing by. But what was it that made him so eager just to see Jesus? He was so eager to see Jesus just because he knew that Jesus did not reject him or deny him like others did. And because he was able to recognize the love of God, he was able to love God. Again, enough to love him so much that he just wanted to see him. Like, forget everything else. If I see you, that's enough. Jesus passed by. It says that he looked up already knowing that he was in the tree and then invited himself into Zacchaeus' home. It says that Zacchaeus gladly received him. Mind you, people in the crowd, they're upset. Like, why are you, Jesus, inviting yourself to stay in the home of a man who's a sinner? Like, what about all of us? We're here, we're good, we're holy, we're righteous. Once Zacchaeus gladly received Jesus, his life was transformed. Everything that made him a sinner, he was willing to give up. The greed, the pride, the dishonesty, he was willing to give half of what he had away to the poor. And then also those who he charged dishonestly to not only give it back, but to give it back multiplied. And this happened because he received Jesus, and he was able to receive Jesus because he was able to recognize his love. But what would have happened if Zacchaeus would have focused more on shame than love? Shame draws us away from God, but love draws us near. He could have been like, oh, like, no one in the crowd respects me. Everyone looks down on me. I'm a sinner. I've done wrong. Blah, blah, blah. I say this to say, if you're focusing on shame, if you're focusing on any sin that you're struggling with or anything that you're having a hard time letting go that you feel bad about, let it go and focus on the love of God. Because through this love, when we gladly receive him, all of these things that we're struggling with that make us sinners or whatever it is, like they will start to be removed from us. If Jesus is not focusing on your sin and if he is not shaming you, then why are you?